let's just bounce back real quickly and talk about what we've done. Okay. So when we're talking about rounding, that means that you always will be told which digit to round to. You can't round just on your own unless you're asked to find an estimate and they don't tell you which one to round to. You simply find the digit that you want to round to, then look to the digit to the right. You round up, in other words, add 1 if that digit is what?
5 or more.
5 or more.
Or bigger.
Excellent. You round down, in other words, round that number off if it's what? Less than 5. Excellent. Good. So we rounded some to the nearest 10. We also talked about the idea of a significant digit. So the third significant digit would be just means the third digit that you see. Okay? And we'll talk more about significant digits in later years and later terms. Okay? When you're rounding to decimal places, the abbreviation for decimal place is DP. And so you just, if it's 1 decimal place, that's the tenths. 3 decimal places, that's the thousandths, right? And so they may tell you in thousandths or they may just tell you in decimal places. Remember that if they tell you to round to 2 decimal places and one of those becomes a 0, that's the only place where you actually need to have the 0 after the decimal. If it says 2 decimal places, then they want 2 decimal places, right? Be careful when you round 9s because what that does is always ends up adding a number to the number in front of the 9. Your assignment, task 2, is week 2, task 2. This is the way it's labeled. So T2, week 2, task 2 is the assignment that you should be looking for, again, under the number category.
I can't find it.
Okay. Remember, when you're dealing with operations with rounding, there are 2 cases. If you're just doing the math, you never round until you get to the what?
To the
answer. But if they ask you for an estimate, you can round when?
At the start.
At the beginning. Okay? So 2 different cases. So make sure you pay attention to those cases. Okay? All right. So